Hello everyone, this is Kevin from Catch and Cook, California, and today I'm going to show you how to make a poke pole for catching eels and rockfish for under 50 cents. So stick with us. And all you need here is a piece of cane, a coat hanger, a spool of string, some duct tape, and a really cute band-aid on your hand. So the first thing you're going to do is just kind of unwind this coat hanger. We're going to use just a little over a foot. I usually don't come prepared, so I'll just bend it back and forth a few times. Kind of heats the metal up until it breaks. And we need to bend a loop into it, so I'll just kind of bend that over my thumb. Again, you can use pliers. It's not too difficult to do without pliers, but with pliers you can get a little bit of a tighter loop here. We'll start here and we're just going to wrap this piece around a few times around what's going to be the main sort of leader or the tip of your poke pole. And with pliers you can get a little tighter here, but this alone, that's all you really need. You want to make sure this piece here is kind of low. You don't want to hang it up too much or it's going to get caught on everything. So we got the loop here, and then we've got about 4 inches up here that's going to allow a little bit of play so you can really feel the eel or the fish when it hits. I'm just going to grab the end of this cane pole. I just harvested some invasive river cane down at the creek, and that's going to be our poke pole. I'm just wrapping this around. Nothing fancy here, pretty easy. That gives a sort of a loose bond there, and then I'm going to wrap that over with string to make it extra secure, and then wrap it once again with duct tape so that nothing can pull this thing off the end of your poke pole. So the next thing we're going to do is reinforce this with some string. So we just put a piece of nylon string here. We're going to wrap around the tip of the pole. We're going to go over the top of the string just maybe twice, and that's going to kind of lock it in place. And we'll just keep tension, and we're just going to keep twisting down over the coat hanger, bonding it with the main shaft. Yeah, I said shaft. All right, and then we'll just head back up, and we're just keeping that tension on there. It's making a really tight bond. Some people don't do this. I don't know that it is necessary, but I always figure if you're way out on a jetty or way out on some rocks that nobody else gets to fish, you might hit a lingcod or a really big cabezon, and you're really gonna want a tight bond between that coat hanger and the main shaft. So the last thing I'm going to do is a half hitch. So I basically just make a loop, run the tag in through, pull it tight, and then I'll make one more, make a loop, run the tag in through, pull it tight. Now it's tied in place. It's not a really secure knot, but it doesn't really matter because what we're going to do is we're going to reinforce it with duct tape right now. Kind of keep a little bit of a downward spin to it. We're just going to reinforce that whole area that we already put the string around. And that's going to make it a nice tight bond. And that's it. So for the final step of making your poke pole, you just need a pack of these octopus hooks that come on 4-inch leaders with a pre-tied loop. Just put that loop right through the loop on your poke pole. You take the hook, put the tip through and the shank through, and you're going to pull it tight. You want to make sure that that little knot there actually slips down so that the loop itself is really, really tight on the end of the poke pole. And then you'll just let it dangle free like that, and all you got to do is put about a 1-inch piece of squid on there, just stick it down in the cracks and crevices, and pull some eels and rockfish out. Usually if you're going to go poke poling, you're going to have to scramble across a bunch of rocks, maybe out on a jetty or something like that, and you really need to concentrate on what you're doing. So what I like to do is I'll just take the point of the hook and then I'll just set it into the tape there, and that keeps it out of the way so it's safe so that you can concentrate on other things. And then when you get there, just pop it loose and then throw some squid on there and go to town. So this has been how to make a poke pole for under 50 cents. Hopefully you guys found this useful. If you did, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, subscribe, comment please if you have a better way of doing it or a way you prefer or some kind of material you like, let us know. And you know, poke poling is something I've done since I was maybe 10 years old. I love it. It's a ton of fun. It's a great way to get new people interested in the sport. And yeah, if you do it on a public pier or a public jetty, you know, more likely a public jetty, you don't even need a fishing license, but you do need to follow the fishing regulations. So make sure you pick up a free copy of the fishing regulations either at your local sporting goods store, or you can find them online, and I'll leave a link in the description. So thanks a lot. See you next time.